Bring your rupees, you know what I'm saying?
So for those of you who aren't, just so you know, if you're just listening, right now what you're seeing is a blurry dog and her blurry owner sitting behind her.
I'm kind of retarded.
Hi, you must be new.
In syphilis, the treatment is usually with penicillin.
Cheers. Cheers, buddy.
All right.
Will you do a All Shall Perish song?
Wait.
How about what was the one?
Shut up and what was it?
Fuck up?
Shut up and let him eat it. What was it?
Oh. I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember. I was actually going through looking at the best metal band names, death metal band names the other night.
They're so bad.
They're all so morbid.
Yeah, it's aggressively like.
One
It's
was
on
like
purpose.
one of the most was prostitute dismemberment.
Like
like rib splitter.
like why?
I don't know.
I remember cattle decapitation.
Cattle decap's a classic. Yeah, they all try to be like as
As
morbid.
morbid and as dark.
Jungle rot. Might as well start it. with
Yeah,
that,
I
huh?
think we're talking about metal band names.
Yeah, death metal band names. My favorite though of all time band, and I'd love to hear if anybody has any other ones. But the Faceless,
Yeah, that's
I think that's
not
so
good.
cool. It's like morbid, but it's also cool at the same time.
Yeah, because it could go either way. It doesn't necessarily mean someone's face has been ripped off.
Yeah, you're just a faceless.
Yeah,
I kind of think about like Game of Thrones too.
yeah.
I think that one's good. But they're so morbid. Just anything that has to do with like death, decay, blood, gore.
Misery Signals.
Misery Signals is good. That's just a good name.
You like that one?
Yeah, I do actually. They're also one of my favorites. of
Did
all
you like
time.
Waking the Cadaver?
Waking. Wait.
I remember. I don't think. I think I've told you this before, but when I was in a death metal band in high school, the guy, my favorite lyrics he ever had was in. I don't remember the name of the song, but it was "I would wear your skin to be inside you again." I thought that was so cool, especially my 17, 16-year-old self.
I thought you were gonna say your empty sockets will serve as my love.
Oh, that's a Casey issue.
Oh, was it?
isn't
I thought that
Yeah.
was you guys.
I think so.
That's aggressive.
It's all aggressive. It's like people that have like some sort of like morbidity fetish.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all about. They just gravitate towards death metal somehow.
Why not? I guess.
It's good. It has its purpose.
Does it?
I think so.
What is the purpose? You think?
To give those people some
Something
joy.
to do to keep them from killing people?
Yeah.
Just sing about it,
I wa-
scream about it.
That would be interesting. Did like murders go down when death metal became somewhat mainstream?
Had to have.
Yeah.
They had an outlet.
Or some sort of violent outburst. Did they go down?
Got it. Yeah, 100%. Right.
Yeah.
Like they had something to hold on to.
Because it is an angry and like just aggressive all around thing.
Well,
I like it.
I was watching this thing popped up on like the suggested YouTube videos for me today with Corey from Slipknot, the lead singer.
Yeah.
Did this show on like Viceland where you basically these famous people, I guess, I didn't do much research, sit down and with an actual psychiatrist and have a conversation. I guess, trying to normalize that maybe and, show people like everybody can benefit from it or whatever. and his like the guy was talking to him, and his like childhood, he like saw some pretty, like there was domestic violence, there was fornication going on around him.
It's gonna mess up a kid a little bit. At least he's not a serial killer.
Right, he's very famous now.
Yeah,
Talented gentleman.
yeah, he is. If you had to make up a death metal band name, what would you?
Like the most like out there one.
Yeah.
I don't know, like baby soup. Fetus fellatio.
There you go. That's pretty good. And it's double F's. Or how do you spell fellatio? With a
PH, all right?
Same
All right, I don't
sound.
know. One or the other. Could be an F. It's an F in my band.
I came up with teratoma, but it's already like a pretty small band.
God. I can't look at this. This is like the grossest thing.
If you were just listening, just Google teratoma. It's a tumor. It's usually a benign tumor.
God,
And usually it's a growth, and it can have like anything inside it. It's almost like a stem cell type thing. So a lot of times there's hair and teeth and just all kinds of just weird Ooh. All right, we can probably get out of this, huh? Yeah, unlucky.
I'd rather.
What is happening?
Please.
That's death metal, guy.
What, Teratoma Rex?
I just thought teratoma. Also was thinking like anything related to like shit box or something like that.
Yeah.
But like box is vagina.
Shit box.
Yeah. There was like I don't remember. Just anything aggressive would work. If you're listening, if you want to think about some cool death metal band names and send us, we'll read them off on the podcast.
We'll read them right off.
We'll read them off for you. But speaking of morbidity, we actually had
Noose Merchant.
Noose Merchant's pretty cool. Buying nooses. Could be a little racist.
I think they're fine with that.
Yeah, they probably are. So we got a video sent in from Banks. Thanks, Banks.
Speaking of Noose Merchants.
So he sent this video in. Wanted us to kind of review it. He can't really decide how he feels about it.
Okay.
Like
That's what he
his
says in the
emotions are all over the map for it. He said specifically from 3:10 forward, but we'll kind of like bring it up and try to get some sort of idea of what's actually happening.
So Reindeer Rituals Part 2.
Yeah, I don't know what part 1 is.
So let's see. Beautiful video.
Yes, it is. It does look very nice. Reminds me of the one that you had.
Yeah. That's fan about the thread that is used to sew their tents and clothes.
I guess they use reindeer.
Comes
Huh?
from a piece of sinew that runs down the reindeer's back. So these are people that live out in the tundra. Showed an ancient ritual.
Reindeers killed. Yeah, I mean it's bloody.
Get off that.
What, they
They're
strangle it?
strangled to keep the blood. That knife is so sharp.
It's got a little fat on it.
If you're triggered by animals getting skinned,
Yeah, I will. Should have put a warning, I guess. All right, they're skinned. Let's see what happens at 3:10, and then go from there. They're obviously just skinning it, using part of it. Okay.
Oh, they're eating raw. They're drinking the blood
Ooh.
straight out of the body.
Wow.
There's the intestine. Look at the intestinal wall. All the little things.
Mm. Yeah, I assume this is the party means. They literally have a mug and they're drinking the bloody pool that has been left in the.
Oh, and now they're gonna put the blood in the intestine.
What?
Are we gonna have to blur? I mean, this is on YouTube.
Yeah. How did he come across this? Okay. Yeah.
Reindeer Ritual would be a good metal name.
Yeah. All right. That's probably the party. This is pretty normal right here.
Yeah, that just looks like a pork loin.
Yeah.
So they're living in like, what do you think? 30 reindeer pelts?
Yeah,
Like
so
one
it
teepee?
seemed like
Teepee?
it seemed like their house was pretty much just made of them. So yeah, I
So
mean, how did you
that's her making the string to hold the house together.
sinew?
Sinew. I seen you the other day.
I seen you out there drinking that blood. So yeah,
Drinking
it's
that
it's
blood.
definitely weird and far removed from
Yeah.
us. But I honestly, he said like, is it disgust or amazement, jealousy, horror? I think it's kind of a good thing.
I think it's beautiful in its own way.
Yeah, we should do stuff like this. I think, like, because then none of it goes to waste. Because you're drinking the blood, there's nutrients in that,
Yeah.
and then like you just killed that reindeer. You're not gonna get sick off of that
No.
at all.
And you can think back to when that started, when these people, our ancestors, were living out on the tundra and the fjords.
Yeah, it's primal.
That's just a wonderful hot drink.
Yeah,
Your body's always so cold.
that's true. I didn't even think about
Yeah.
that. Yeah, because that's still warm.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point. Yeah, I'm
Just
all
a
for
treat,
that.
like a little snack.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna do it.
Right.
I wish I could do it.
Yeah.
But I have respect for these people.
I do
and,
too.
I mean, I'm sure it makes you feel. It probably makes. Honestly, we've been talking about diet a lot on here. That's probably about the best diet you can get. It's just natural stuff like that.
Yeah. Like when I was in Kyrgyzstan, the guy, because they slaughtered that sheep for us to eat, so we watched them clean it. They didn't just drink the blood. A little doggy drank some of the blood that was walking
Yeah,
around.
feed them.
But Max, who was like our guide, our fixer, it was his uncle's farm. And his uncle and his family, where we were staying at the time, they lived like out in the mountains.
Yeah.
And so Max like helped him tie up the sheep, but he was like, I couldn't cut its throat.
No.
He's like, I would still feel weird about it, but it's just normal. It's like a
Yeah.
random Tuesday for them.
Yeah, it's like. Well, that's kind of the thing too, though, because did he eat the meat?
Oh yeah, we all ate the meat.
Yeah, everybody
Yeah.
ate the meat, but you. I mean, I couldn't slit its throat either. But
Yeah.
then you can't kill it, but then you can eat it.
Yeah.
I feel like it should be better if you do kill it and then eat it. Almost.
Yeah, I think that is. I feel like that'd be an important thing for somebody to do. Like
Yeah.
I would at some point like to kill an animal and then eat it,
Yeah.
but I would have a very hard time killing it.
Yeah. But we eat animals that other people kill all the time.
Yeah, I would be livid if other people stopped killing animals.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like because we're so removed from it, it's like okay, because we don't have to think about it.
And
We're
I'm
like,
fine to
oh,
watch
we didn't
it.
have part of this.
You know, like
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'll watch it. I'll watch you.
Mhm.
Like I love watching YouTube videos of people how you like dress a whole cow or a whole pig. But yeah, it's just taking the life would be the hard part for me.
Yeah, because I've killed deer and eaten those same deer before, but I was a kid, so I don't really remember the whole feeling and like how it was.
You were probably hard.
Hard as a kid, yeah. Just in my family home,
Kid
at
boner?
the dinner table.
It's a good metal name.
Kid boner, yeah. It's possible. I was hard a lot.
Are you hard right now?
No, once I hit like 20s and stuff, you start getting hard a little less, a little more depressed.
Blood flow starts going down.
Yeah,
The body doesn't react
yeah.
quick.
But yeah, like we've talked about it before. I've had an animal, a deer, in my sights before, like hunting, but I couldn't do it
And
as
that
an
was
adult.
recent.
Yeah, the past couple of years. I couldn't really do it. I was too. I don't know. It's weird, man. It's like.
Well, didn't you say you saw a baby?
Yeah, there was a baby.
See
in
that?
it,
Yeah.
too.
Then you got the whole, because we've all seen Bambi.
Mm-hmm. That's a sad movie.
It's very sad.
Are kids' movies still sad like that? Like they have something horrific happen. Like I know they're sad sometimes.
Yeah, I'm
like
trying to
Inside
think.
Out was the last kids movie I saw, and that was sad.
Because the last one I watched was Soul, like last new one to me.
Mm.
And I mean, I don't want to spoil anything, but the sad thing was kind of reversed in a way. Coco was another recent one I watched. That was again. Yeah, I feel like it's
Yeah.
a more happy tone and drum.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Bambi, the opening scene was you're watching this little fawn. Its mother's like, run,
Brutal.
run. And then the mom goes over a hill or something,
Mhm.
and you hear a gunshot. And then like Land Before Time,
Lamb.
when little long necks
Yeah.
nudging his dying mother. Like, come
Mhm.
on, mama.
Lion King.
Lion King. Just watching, Mufasa get
death
yeeted off that
everywhere.
cliff into the wildebeest.
But that's how it. Maybe that's part of the reason why kids are so soft now.
It could be.
It's like we're trying to like pamper everything. It's like you gotta like. I didn't really know what was happening. I know it made me sad when I saw it as a kid, and then maybe that made me think a little different. Like, oh, death can happen at any point.
Yeah. I think it affected me pretty hard. I mean, I've always been just a little soft man, crying at everything. Dude,
Yeah.
I remember weeping, openly just weeping as a kid, wrapped up in my mom's lap when I saw how white and pale E.T. was laying by that little pond when the government had taken him or something, and he'd been out in the cold. He was like the color of your can, and I lost it.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
terrible.
have the facilities.
Yeah. No, I know. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like if I saw that now, that would affect me pretty hard. But that's another. It's like I don't. Do you? Like if I'm watching a movie or like a TV show, and like some animal gets like hurt or killed or like abused, like that wrecks me more than like a human, because I feel like we see it all the time. We know that human's not actually getting hurt, but then in my mind, like the animal's actually getting hurt or something.
It depends on the build up and the context.
Yeah.
Like Old Yeller, obviously, that's a harder death to watch than
It's another kid's movie.
most
Jesus.
deaths in any person.
Yeah.
Unless it's all the build up to it,
Mm-hmm.
then it's different. But if it's like in No Country for Old Men, the drug runners send the dog after Llewellyn and he kills it, and I'm like, I'm glad he killed that dog.
Mm. Okay. Yeah. John Wick.
That was sad.
Yeah.
He loved his dog,
Yeah, he did love his dog.
and people should have not done what they did to it.
Yeah. I mean, he definitely got revenge. Didn't bring the dog back, though, but then he got another. Oh, spoiler.
Spoilers. John Wick is a dog. He's a lichen.
Underworld. Yeah, Old Yeller was a kid's movie, too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they went hard on the kids' movies
Well,
back in the
yeah, that one, because that was from like way back. But Disney, especially, like it was like, all right, is it the mom or dad that's dead at the
Yeah.
beginning of the story? Oh, neither one of them. All right, we got to kill them in the opening scene. They can't have both parents. That's not how this works.
Yeah. Life isn't that great.
Nemo,
Get used to it.
his mom died.
Yeah,
She was
that's
dead
true.
immediately, and then he's lost. He's got a gimp fin.
That's a good example of like a sad kids movie now, kind of.
But then there's some that are just fun, which is nice. Like The
Mm.
Incredibles. I finally watched those after I'd never seen them last year.
Still hadn't seen it.
They're amazing. Yeah.
Mm.
Disney's savage. It was savage.
Yeah, it seems like they're toning it down a little bit now. Because I don't think you can really do that now. Like I don't think you could have like a Bambi where you have something that morbid happening at the beginning or that like horrific.
Slaughter.
Kids,
Slaughter.
kids-
Basically a toddler's mother.
kids would be crying, and then the parents would just have outrage for it. I feel like.
Maybe not though. 'Cause,
I don't.
mean,
Maybe they're doing it just cause.
Like-
Maybe it's not because of that.
There are I guess it depends on the person, obviously, but there are people our age that we like grew up with who have 5-year-old kids now.
Yeah.
If it was me and I had a 5-year-old kid,
Yeah.
I'd be like, all right, I hope you had a good day. But we're about to watch Bambi.
Yeah.
It's not going to be good for the next little bit, but then it's going to get better because friendship will persevere. Mm-hmm. Friendship will win the day. But shit's about to suck before we get to that part. I mean, definitely I feel the same way, but we might be in the minority. I don't think we are.
Well, like my sister and like my brother and all them, like the kids aren't allowed to watch anything with any sort of like violence or anything that's like off-putting or like
not even off-putting.
No, anything that's like sad or anything like that. No.
I feel like, and I don't know. I guess you don't really know until you are a parent. So I guess you probably never want your kids to be upset.
Yeah, you probably don't. And then now, like, the majority of stuff is just like, oh, there's maybe one little hurdle in the movie they have to come up, but it's mostly positive. And so what? And then so there's so many more options like that. We're just gonna watch that.
Yeah. No, my kids. I'm definitely gonna. The only part I really think about raising kids is like, all right, when will I show them what movie?
What if they don't want to see any of them?
They won't have a choice. I'm their father.
What if they start yelling and then throw punches at you?
I guess we're going to see what those hands can do, son. Because they're about to catch mine.
That'd be funny. I'd tell it to, like, get on your nerves by saying you hate movies or they hate movies.
They're definitely going to have to watch Bambi pretty early
on. Yeah. All right, Banks actually sent us a separate email.
The Double Bank special, huh?
Yeah, this is a thought experiment. So I didn't read it. I just kind of pulled it up just now.
Okay.
Hey, GBs, Greyboys, it's us. So he was doing a thought experiment recently and did not come to an adequate conclusion. You need to parse through this and come to an agreement. Here's the scenario. I like scenarios. Let's see. Okay. The world suddenly turns post-apocalyptic when you read this. Ooh, that'd be cool. All other humans
that'd be great.
on Earth disappear. Imagine I Am Legend without the roid zombies, except you and one other unknown person. Would you be able to find each other so that human life could persist? What? Did he mean? You mean fuck there?
So is the
you and
no? So would you be able to find each other? Well, I guess that all kind of depends on a lot of factors. I mean, are we on opposite ends of the globe? If so, it's going to take either one of us to get on a ship or a boat with enough food and water to make it there.
So hold on. The scenario is
everyone's gone except you and one other person somewhere in the world.
Okay.
Could you find them? The answer. See, I don't think you can come to a very.
How would you know if there's another person?
That's not part of it. That's just that's information we have.
All right.
I mean, it all depends on. It's all luck of the draw. Where the two of you are, where one of you decides to go. Hopefully you're not looking for other people going opposite directions around the globe.
Yeah. I guess, would you be able to find? I'm thinking, would I even look?
See, I think that's the big first part.
Yeah. Would I even care to, like, how comfortable is life at this point? And how do I feel now that there's nobody else around?
I think in the beginning you would start out where you just tried to set up life as comfortable as you could for yourself.
Yeah.
Like get a good shelter, a good stockpile of food. You go get all the canned goods and all that. But eventually, you're going to be like, man, I would really like to just say hey to somebody.
Yeah.
Like in I Am Legend, he was talking to the cardboard cutouts or the mannequins in the movie store just to have human interaction. Yeah.
That was kind of my thought too. Like I tried to be comfortable for a little bit and then that wouldn't last forever.
No.
Then you try to find that person.
So I can definitely say I would look. Maybe not immediately.
I would look,
but eventually.
Also, but it depends on how you handle it too. It's like you can see movie examples of how it happens and you can think about it. But once it's just you alone, what is that going to do to your psyche?
Yeah, it's going to be rough. And I mean, I guess it's good if you know that there's only one other person.
Yeah.
That takes out a huge element of things you have to worry about. Because
Yeah.
the most threatening thing in a post-apocalyptic scenario is other people who want what you have.
Yeah.
Imagine you find them and they're just like, "Screw you, bro," and they just kill you.
Well, I guess so. Human life could persist. I guess in this example,
That's
it's a
his
female.
motivation. Maybe is that what he's saying? Like that? Like that's the catalyst
Yeah,
for
I guess.
finding him.
I mean, eventually, you definitely get pretty horny and want to find.
Yeah, I would
that
say
other person.
I wouldn't even really be thinking about human life going on. I'd be thinking more selfishly. Like I
Yeah.
really just want to have someone else to go through this
Yeah.
miserableness with.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, what I don't know if I would want human life to persist.
That's
at
a
this
good point because we haven't done a great job.
And then if it's just then it's going to be a muffed up existence because then you have sex with that person. You're going to have a son and a daughter. I guess they're going to have sex with each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or maybe the son has sex with the mom. I don't know.
You have sex with the daughter. He has sex with the mom. They
And
have sex with each other.
Yeah.
Just try and get as many genes.
Yeah.
Which
now
even
now
so,
we
those
have,
are from the same. Those are from the same gene pool.
Yeah. Now we're
Maybe you find
we're just done.
a
We're
chimpanzee and see if you could mate with a chimpanzee.
done. Can you?
I don't know. I haven't
I
tried.
don't think you can.
It'd be worth a shot.
Yeah.
You could do that on the way to
I
find
think you
the
have
other
enough
person.
time to kind of research it.
Yeah, you try all the great apes.
Yeah. Yeah, we're human life's done. So now
Most likely.
in my mind, it's going to be done. And now I think like you said, I'm going to just be comfortable, kind of probably sad, just kind of whatever at first, and then I think I'll probably try to find that person just for selfish reasons after that.
Well, there should be a thing where each nation, each country agrees. If this happens and you can't find anyone, everyone who's still out there go to this place. We should
They
all have a
that.
designated
That's actually a really
place.
good idea. Like just now, like to just have that. There's one spot. Yeah,
Like,
we don't have that.
The dead center middle of the country.
Why do we not have that?
Because people don't think
It's very possible.
people are going to disappear like that, I guess.
Is very. I mean, not in this. Probably not just all of a sudden like the. What is it called? Whatever it's called in the Bible.
Oh, the rapture.
Rapture. Not like that, but like say like a nuclear bomb hits or something, and somehow, I don't know, it doesn't spread to some places. Like how, and then but it wipes out like everything. Like where do you go to meet? I mean, communications down.
Grids off.
Internet's done. Yeah, you need a place, but you can't go in the. But then that's tough too because you can't go in the radiation zone.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, that having a meeting place for nuclear fallout wouldn't be great.
No,
'Cause it's
it
gonna
wouldn't be
spread.
right. Yeah. You can't predict where it's gonna be.
But
But there could be a place for like if you just disappear, if things just happen,
yeah, like go here.
or
That's
like
where
if
everybody's gonna be heading.
yeah, or like if what is it like what is it called when they do like I guess they have like China has the possibility of wiping out the electromagnetic grid or whatever we have and like shutting everything down. What's it called?
An EMP,
Yeah, something like
solar
that.
flare
Something like that, where everything just shuts down. They like destroy all that
on the whole world or in their country.
in our country.
Oh, to us,
Yeah.
China.
Then what?
I don't know. I guess
We all go to the White House.
we just all become Chinese.
We go to Florida.
If Florida's the meetup place, I'm just putting a bullet in my mouth. I'm not that is the last place I'm going. If the world is ending and I'm looking, if the last person is spending their last days in Florida, I can tell you I don't want to spend mine with them.
Yeah, Florida, Florida, then
Mississippi.
Mississippi, Alabama. Then you start going to Ohio.
Yeah, then you gotta start heading
Indiana.
up north.
Yeah.
Or somebody just hanging out. Well, see, I don't know. I have no idea about North and South Dakota. Like, what is there?
There's not a lot there. There's
But
really
is it
not.
pretty?
It's not populated.
Is it mountainous?
Some
Like,
parts.
Is it
they
visually
have,
appealing at least?
The the Barren. What is it called? The Barren Lands.
The Baron
What is it here? I do want to bring.
shouts
this up.
out Wilson Hall.
Is it north?
The Badlands.
It is the Badlands, I think.
I thought the Badlands was a desert. Isn't that like Arizona or something?
Maybe it's South Dakota. So they do have this kind of stuff.
Well, that seems fun.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So that's pretty cool,
yeah,
actually.
see, that's awesome. See, you would never think that's what North Dakota looks like.
No, I mean it definitely snows there a lot. This is their
Theodore Roosevelt National Park.
Yeah.
You
There's
love Teddy Roosevelt.
Is he the one with polio?
Sure.
Or is that Franklin?
Franklin.
Franklin and Teddy. This looks pretty good.
Yeah, I might just head to North Dakota, honestly.
Yeah.
It's going to be pretty cold.
Yeah, it's gonna be, but it's not gonna be super hot in the summers.
Yeah, but see, it's you got to think of the easiest. Where we go to like San Diego, like we were talking about.
Yeah, that's probably where you want to be in an apocalypse, somewhere like that, because it doesn't rain a whole lot there either. You don't have to worry.
You
about-
won't rain.
But you got the ocean beside you.
You can't drink that water.
Yeah, you got to figure out how to.
You can't do it.
There's some way. There's people that do. They filter seawater.
Doesn't work. You can't desalinate it.
Sal. Desalination.
Doesn't work.
What do you mean? It's right there.
It just doesn't work.
Saline water can be made into fresh water, which is the purpose. Desalination. It's a thing.
I don't think you can do it.
It says it right there.
Oh, you trust USGS.gov?
I'm bringing up a lot of different stuff.
But boiling doesn't work.
Boiling doesn't work. No, you need like a filter system.
Purification tablets. I think you just don't want to be drinking ocean water no matter what. Desalinated or not.
But if you but if you desalinate, you're taking out the salt.
Fine. Yeah, then you drink. Go ahead and drink your desalinated water. I'll drink rainwater.
Okay. All right.
If you could pick one person to go, like if you were the apocalypse was about to happen, and
One person I know.
no, anyone in the world
Oh. For what?
to be your partner through the apocalypse.
Oh, you.
Me?
Yeah. What do you
We're-
mean partner?
Like
In this scenario where there's nobody else around,
let's say there's going to be
do we have to fight people?
5,000 groups of
So
two.
we have to fight people.
Maybe. See, here's what I'm thinking. If it was just we're traveling the world
Yeah.
alone, then yeah, I'm going to pick you. But neither one of us have that many survival skills.
No.
So, I mean, I think I'm going to pretty quickly pick up Les Stroud.
I just thought that. I thought Bear Grylls, but he's not as.
He's
not
yeah,
as good.
he's not as
He's got
down and
skills,
dirty
but,
as
yeah.
Les Stroud. And I think Les is going to have more stories, and now he's been searching for Bigfoot.
Yeah. I might actually go with what are those the people that Joe Rogan has on all the time?
Shamans?
The bow hunters and stuff, but they're out
Oh.
there like the Meat Eater podcast. Sean Ranella.
Yeah.
He
That'd
seems
be a
like
good
he
one.
seems like you're gonna have food and it's probably gonna taste pretty good.
Some
too.
nice elk.
Yeah.
Some of the blueberry bears.
Yeah. That's a good option.
That
But
is a
then-
good. Yeah, it'd be good to have a good hunter, and you could you could make beer, huh?
Yeah, you could make beer. We could. I guess in this now, I'm thinking like I kind of want to be in Africa if this happens, because then I can have access to coffee too.
Yeah,
Make
that's a good thing to think of, but I think there's way more predators that look at human as food sources in Africa than there are here. Here we got bears,
Yeah.
wolves.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if someone's weak or small, some coyotes might pick at you.
Yeah,
Mountain lion, big cats will get you for sure.
Mhm. Scared of those,
But you got lions out there, hyenas,
even like rhinos.
hippos. Aren't there hippos in Africa?
Yeah, they don't even want it. They just kill you. They don't want to eat you.
Great white sharks.
What?
Great white sharks off the southern coast of Africa. It's one of the most active great white places in the world, Ken.
I don't know why it just gave me the chills when I thought about that.
Because not only does it have a mouthful of weapons, but you're in the water where you're not meant to be.
Yeah, I'm not.
You're done.
We're far removed from that. We're not meant to be in the water. We're not water people. We have nothing. I mean, we have like people think that like the little webs in our fingers and like that's remnants of when we used to be like
Where it split.
Yeah, like we used to be like swimmers or something. Like we used to live in the water for extended periods. But I don't know.
I mean,
if
that's
buy
literally
it.
just so your thumb can move. I feel like, but I could
Like,
see how
do you
it'd be
have
split
webbing? Do you have a lot of
tiny,
webbing?
tiny amount.
I see. I got more than you.
Yeah, you got
So
webbing.
maybe
Oh
I'm
man, you do have some webbing on you, don't you? Damn, let me see that again. Yeah, you got a lot more than me. You might be a water.
Maybe I'm
person.
not as far removed from the water.
The
people.
shape of Jerry over here. You need to find some mute chick, and she'll just start making out with you.
Yeah. That was a good movie.
Go steal
weird.
Obi-Wan Kenobi's wife.
Yeah, that was a weird movie. but
Movie's
it was
incredible.
Really good. Yeah. What were we talking about?
Water people. And then another one people say is that's why your fingers wrinkle as they get wet, so you can grip things better
underwater. Yeah, I think that's
False.
just like biology.
Yeah,
just
that's
like
literally
drying
that's just
out
what
or something.
happens.
Yeah.
Well, the opposite.
You're soaking it in. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. So yeah, maybe I wouldn't want to be in.
Would you rather be a
Africa.
sponge or a starfish, you think?
Starfish?
Okay.
You can grow your lens back.
Good point.
But then if you're a sponge, then
You don't
kinda
even
like
need
SpongeBob.
limbs. Yeah, you have a nice little red tie. Little khaki shorts.
Is that how he sounds?
That's pretty good.
That's Patrick.
Little.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to watch more of that show. But then I don't know if you. Yeah, I guess you want somebody you can survive with.
Yeah, you need
And
someone with
then-
survival skills.
And then once you have that, then if there's other groups, you can get everything else you need after that.
See, I'd be wary about growing the group very much.
You got to have it bigger though, because other people are going to have bigger groups
But
and just take you out.
It's easier to
Easy.
slip under the radar if it's just you and Les Stroud.
That's true. I think you want 10 people.
If you 10's a lot. 10's a lot of people.
8. You need at least 8.
I'm thinking a nice even 6 is the sweet spot.
6. I don't know.
Or do you want an odd number in case there's ever a vote? 5 or 7?
7.
7's the number.
Yeah, 7's fine. Because you want. Also, yeah, like you want enough, because then I guess you can start reproducing at this point, right?
Probably not.
You don't think so?
Not a good move.
We're still not.
Not a good
So-
move. Unless you're set up.
Apocalypse is happening. The human race is pretty much done.
Pretty much.
That's what
unless there will be groups that will have babies. I think it's a little irresponsible unless you
Yeah.
are very well set somewhere.
So
and
maybe like
it's self-sustaining.
20 years after the apocalypse.
Maybe, yeah. But see, I imagine Les and myself will be pretty nomadic.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go see the world now.
Yeah, well, you only have so much time though before you can start reproducing.
I'm more worried.
Biologically.
Yeah, but I mean, Les and I, he's got kids already. They probably disappeared in this event.
Yeah.
I don't have any to worry about. No ties. So Les and I are. Maybe we fall in love.
Are we selfish for not
No,
trying to reproduce
No.
though?
because imagine because this baby starts crying, a group of raiders comes and like rips its head off and eats it for breakfast.
Now we have cannibals?
Yeah, cannibals show up quick after an apocalyptic event.
What is Yeah, I guess we don't have specifications like apocalypse there's no more internet, I guess.
Yeah, no, there's no internet, no electricity,
No
except
food processing plants.
radiator or not radiators, generators.
Maybe
So
it's
then
good. No
gotta
more
have
factory
gas.
farming.
Yeah, cows will be running rampant.
Turn into bulls.
Just these roided up cows, not knowing what to do
Maybe
in the
they'll
wild.
them and the pigs. They'll take over.
Pigs could do it.
They never show that in apocalyptic things.
Pigs taking over?
There's so many cows and pigs. and they would just be loose.
But
and
they're
then
trapped in the fence in the factories.
they just all die.
Yeah, that's a stinky place for a while.
Oof.
But then probably the life that emerges from all that death. Like,
Yeah, that's
uh,
going to be the
flora.
epicenter.
Flora.
Create a new species. Primordial soup right there.
But if the pigs got out, they would probably form some sort of
They take over.
tumultuous alliance with the dolphins, who would be the leaders of the sea.
Yeah. Okay. Dolphins are smart.
Yeah, them and pigs, man.
Pigs are crazy though. They
They
become
are
wild
issues.
so fast, and then they're just they reproduce so fast too. They would take over.
Maybe we could reproduce with a pig because
They're close.
they're
Same
very
heart.
similar. Yeah, they're like the most similar to us as far as internal organs.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's just be pigs. Pig bear brand. Bear though. How do you get that in there?
It'd be good to have
You
some
porking
bear
a bear?
DNA. That's terrifying.
Somebody has that, right?
Probably like one they tranked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, guaranteed. Someone's put it in a bear, or at least a recently dead bear.
What kind of psycho would do that?
Should I have sex with a bear or a pig?
A pig.
Okay,
I mean, would you pick bear?
maybe.
Seriously? How?
What do you mean how?
How are you gonna have sex with a bear? It's
The same way you have sex with. Well, they're into it. They're not fighting you,
Yeah, but they're massive.
right?
Little piggy, just squealing.
That's what you want. You want to hear it just. It's like
It sounds like a person.
Well, speaking of people that bang pigs, that I sent you a TikTok. Not that. We'll get to that.
I thought that was funny because you said people that. Okay.
This is a new quote we can all use.
All right. Let's see what.
So this is all right. So to
about.
give you some context for what he's about to say, because it will be
Concrete.
confusing if you're just listening. He is standing in front of some concrete being poured into what I'm guessing is the new foundation for someone's new home,
Mm-hmm.
and he's talking to the person who I guess was driving the truck.
Okay.
If we could have pulled the truck up there, it'd nearly be poured now.
What?
Yeah, it would have been.
If a frog had pockets, it'd carry rocks to throw its snake.
Yes.
What he says is, if we'd have pulled the truck over here, it'd be about poured now.
Okay. All
And
right, that
then
makes
the
sense.
guy who's filming says, yeah, I guess it would. And then the guy who originally says,
Yeah.
like, but if frogs had pockets, they'd carry rocks to throw at snakes. Which is one of the greatest
He kind of
sayings.
sounds like a little snake too. doesn't
Play it
he?
again.
So that is far away though. He's got a really good
Yeah,
point.
they're idiots. They're
Yeah.
absolute morons.
All right.
If we could have pulled the truck up there, it'd nearly be poured now.
Yeah, it would have been.
If a frog had pockets, it'd carry rocks to throw its snakes.
Okay, if a frog had pockets, it'd be intelligent and be doing stuff a lot more than throwing rocks at snakes.
He'd also probably have a nice, cute little waistcoat. You know, he'd be looking fresh. That's
There's-
one of my favorite sayings I've ever heard. Now, though,
Yeah, that's pretty good. There's something with a frog that has like clothes on. What is that?
Froggy went to court and heated ride. Crambone.
Oh. What do you say?
Froggy went to court and
I don't know what that is. What's this guy's name?
the account on TikTok is at Treehouse Mountain.
He's probably called Bubba.
Be
right?
almost poured now. The way he says
now.
now is incredible.
Yeah, they're definitely in.
Deep
what do you
South.
think?
This might even be
Oh.
like
No, I'm thinking this is like.
West Virginia or something.
Yeah, I'm thinking like West Virginia, Kentucky.
Which I would argue that
Tennessee.
West Virginia is more deep south than we are. Even though they're
West Virginia is just raw. It's like mountain.
it's a
people.
wild place.
Well, that's what it's like.
Appalachian people.
Yeah, it's rednecks. So it's like deep south people, but Now they're in the mountains and like even more secluded.
They're mountain rednecks, whereas like Louisiana Cajun people are like French rednecks.
Yeah.
And we're just run of the mill, just rednecks.
Yeah, just your common house redneck. Yeah, this guy. Yeah, this is a mountain person.
Yeah. But see what's crazy.
We could have pulled a truck up there, it'd nearly be poured now.
Now.
It'd nearly be poured now.
Yeah, he makes moonshine
I
for
love
sure,
him.
right?
He
seen
has
Bigfoot.
more like using his hand skills than we'll ever have in our life. He could get more
yeah.
things done,
Oh yeah.
but he just sounds like an absolute moron.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like he had to do that. He's probably very efficient and good at doing stuff like that. But then he lives in the mountains with nobody,
poured now.
so he just doesn't know a lot of other stuff.
I'd like to hang out with him. I bet he's got some funny stories.
He probably does. Yeah, and he probably doesn't care about anything either.
And
You never get to the point where like you care about what other people think,
yeah.
or like you're not on like the social media. It's just,
And that
it's such a
even goes to
different
his
life.
quote. Is like, but saying that doesn't matter because here's a thing that's just as nonsensical. It matters just as much as what this is.
Yeah.
That's the point of that quote, and that's
Yeah.
why I like it so much.
Yeah.
Because he's like, but if frog had a pocket.
Yeah. Yeah.
If a frog had pockets, it'd carry rocks to throw at snakes.
True. Yeah. Okay. He makes sense.
He's like an old sage, you know?
He is. Yeah. Like yeah.
Just an Appalachian shaman.
Yeah, because he's not getting upset about stupid stuff.
No,
'Cause
he's
what
just
is
living his
the
life,
point?
doing his job, pouring
Yeah.
a foundation.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that
I
guy.
love him.
Treehouse Mountain. But that's probably not his. though.
No, that's probably the guy filming who works with him. So maybe there's more of him on there.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, they're definitely in. Yeah, this is definitely like Kentucky,
That's-
West
yeah.
Virginia, Tennessee, something like that.
Poured now.
Poured now. All right.
But yeah, if you want to play the other one, so
This
we
is
had
you.
we had hot chicken tonight for dinner.
Yeah, so you'll be using it tomorrow.
But a
huh?
few weeks ago, we spoke about a hot chicken experience, and I kept a log of my bowel movements through the night.
Mm-hmm.
And it was aggressive and unbelievable for some, but 100% true. And our friend Ryan, who was Bobby Skeleton's, what was it?
Oh,
It's on the Halloween
yeah.
episode and
Something
episode before
Skeletons.
that as well. Because it was something like the Fear and Loathing, something S. Skellington or what Skeleton.
David
Skeletons. Anyways, Ryan.
David S. Pumpkins.
David S. Pumpkins. That's
Yeah,
what it
that's
was.
is.
Ryan felt bad, and he had told me in the past because we've had talks about poops that I needed a bidet. Well, after that episode, this dude just straight up bought one for me.
Yeah, Tushy.
He'd heard enough.
Shout out.
And so this was me after using it for the first time. I've never
Mm.
used a bidet before. And I figured what better way to tell you how it was
Good
than
that you
just
thought
to
about
show
that.
you.
All right, we'll see.
So I just pooped. I met up with Ryan today, and he had gotten a gift for me after the hot chicken pooping episode. He got me a bidet, and I'm about to use it for the first time, and I'm very excited. That's me. Here we go. Okay. Yeah. That's I feel alive right now. That thing goes. Wow. Yeah, I feel fresh and clean. Awesome. Thanks, Ryan.
But yeah, it was very surprising the first time.
Yeah, I think as it would be.
Never-
I still haven't tried.
I've
one.
never experienced anything like that.
Yeah, so I want to see your face as you do it again.
Okay.
You like it?
I love it. Immediately
Yeah.
hooked. Immediately. Now here's where I think, and I need to speak to Ryan about this and any other dudes that have bidets. Tell me if you have the same thing. I realized pretty quickly that the move, and you would have to do it certainly, it was to lift my balls up
Hmm.
because the back side of my sack was just
Yeah.
drenched from spray, from like ricochet. So now, because part of the day is you're using less toilet paper, but now I'm having to like wipe the back of my sack.
Okay, so it's defeating that.
So
purpose.
now I just hold my sack up
That
while
makes sense.
while
Okay.
I clean.
That's good information to know.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I sit down on one and use it, that's what I need to pull my balls.
Yeah. Well, you should try it without first,
Okay.
just to feel the wet back sack.
It's probably cold on the sack, though, right?
See, that's the thing is like it's just the cold or normal water, but it doesn't like freeze.
Yeah.
And that's what Ryan was telling me too, because he actually has the one that you can hook it up to your hot water. He said, but that's the
Ooh.
same thing. It's got to warm up.
Oh, yeah. So it doesn't really matter.
But he's like, but you won't feel like you need it. And he's right. You
I
really
kind of,
don't.
I kind of want one after seeing yours and seeing your reaction too.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think
can't.
I don't really need one.
You don't
but-
really need it. I can't recommend enough though for people that, have normal
Mhm.
poops.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, what if? Say you have like a hairy butthole, though. Is it going to help that much?
Yeah,
It will.
sure. Listen, I have yet to put that thing full blast. Like, it goes. I've gotten it maybe like 3/4 of the way,
Mm-hmm.
and if the angle goes just right, it's entering. Like the water stream like penetrates.
Some people might like.
Yeah. I mean but then that immediately makes you feel like you have to poop again. Me anyways, I don't know, maybe some people feels great.
Yeah. So, what setting did you have it on when you did this?
So the way this one is there's a knob on by your right
Mm-hmm.
butt cheek, and the knob is pointed straight up, and you turn it left or right. Left opens up the nozzle to where it cleans itself.
Mm-hmm.
Right is where it lowers down and then shoots at your anus.
Mm-hmm.
And so the farther you turn it, the stronger it launches.
Okay.
So I had just barely, just
to
the
try it.
first
Okay.
little psst.
And that still had
And
some
it,
power.
I mean, it's a good stream.
Feels good. How's it feel hitting your butthole? Probably feels pretty good, doesn't it?
It
Does it feel like somebody's kind of touching it a little?
not
bit?
no,
No.
it doesn't. Which I thought
Hmm.
it might, but it doesn't.
So
It's
it
probably a good thing now, because if it did, I probably would. My water bill would go up sky high.
does. Just sitting on it all day. Yeah, I'm sure some people do that.
But yeah, I highly recommend it. It's cool.
It's like the apparently Caillou, the kids show. There's a scene on it which helped to get canceled, where the kid was
Oh,
sitting
the
on,
round-headed boy.
Yeah, he was sitting on the dryer while it was going, and I guess started feeling pleasure from it. He was like, "Ooh, this feels so good." In the show,
Callaloo or whatever it is.
Caillou,
His name's Caillou.
Caillou, yeah.
I didn't know that's how you pronounce it.
And then apparently the mom gets on the dryer too, and starts wanking off.
She does
I'm
not
telling,
start
dude,
wanking off.
we need to go in a deep dive. I need to come up with some evidence.
Yeah,
but
that sounds.
that
pretty
show
good.
got canceled though because they started the producers started in the intro credits just saying just random stuff like over, like in the intro song and stuff. Just like random sexual
Like what?
innuendos. I don't remember. It was when I was searching the John Dillerman thing.
Uh-huh.
No, the giant penis cartoon. That was the first half, was Caillou, and talking about all that.
Well, now I'm really curious.
Yeah.
Caillou. I always
Caillou.
thought it was like Callaloo.
Callaloo.
Isn't there an L?
Callaloo Cafe.
Calla-lily?
No, he's like Asian American or something.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, now you're just saying that.
No,
because
it's definitely Caillou.
U's on the end.
It's definitely Caillou. That's how you say it. I just don't know if he's Asian American or not. I think he is. Like Last Airbender.
He's Asian American. I thought he was just Asian.
He's Asian, but he kind of looks like Caillou.
Was Caillou a Airbender or a
Could have been.
element? I've never.
I feel like
need to watch that.
maybe if the producers twisted it to going that way, they wouldn't have wanted to cancel it. But who knows?
Maybe not.
We'll come back with some. This is we could deep dive down that.
Yeah, that sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Caillou.
Okay, I'll remember to get some stuff for next time. Before we were done, didn't you say we had some alien?
Yeah.
Should I go ahead and play something here?
Let me forward this to you.
Or? Okay. I'll just go ahead and do it.
It's been a while since we heard
It
that.
has been a while.
So we got an alien update courtesy of my father.
Your dad, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember seeing something over the weekend,
Why is this not?
but I didn't go too deep into it.
There we go. All right, sent it to the Greyboys email.
Okay.
So my dad sent me this email.
Fox News.
American Airlines not denying possible UFO spotting. Says talk to the FBI.
Hey, why don't you talk to the FBI then?
So there's audio recording from the flight.
Oh, on this?
Yeah.
Oh, I hadn't heard this. All right.
Get ready to mute in case there's an ad. Yeah, there's an ad.
Homeowners, this incredible tip is just...
Yeah, screw off.
Screw off, homeowners.
Okay, here we go.
Something go right over the top of us.
Start it over.
Have any targets up here? We just had something go right over the top of us that, I hate to say this, looked like a long cylindrical object that almost looked like a cruise missile type of thing moving really fast that went right over the top of us. Have any targets up here? We just had something go right over the top of us that, I hate to say this, looked like a long cylindrical object that almost of us that, I hate to say this, looked like a long cylindrical
I
object.
mean, I
A
don't know.
long cylindrical object went right over the top of him and was going fast.
Mm-hmm.
So there's more and more of this stuff that, I mean,
Yeah, it's weird, like, because there's no explanation for it yet.
mm-hmm.
Like, if there was, like, this is obviously these people were flying this commercial airliner. This happens. They see it go by. Somebody should know if something else is in the area, the region. We're in the United States here.
air traffic control.
Yeah,
It's big enough. They
yeah.
should be able to see it.
Yeah, somebody should know something. But then, as far as I know, there's no explanation
No.
yet, right?
No. Aliens.
So now what? Like, is there an investigation on it? Is there?
Well, let's see. The pilot on flight 2292 radioed around 1 p.m. and said the unidentified object was flying right on top of them. Blah, blah, blah. American Airlines verified to Fox News that the transmissions is from flight 2292. Scroll down. Blah, blah, blah. American Airlines confirmed that the radio transmission is authentic, but did not give any further comment on the possible alien encounter.
Yeah, it's like,
Unexplained whispers.
Gower House. Gower House
showing
rules.
up where they don't belong.
That's what we need. We need to get
Dak and Rory to
Do
figure
some
out
aliens.
the cylindrical object from flight 2292.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, they could probably find it out, huh?
The 2292 phallus.
We would make it pretty sexual. Just a giant penis flying by.
Its sack spreads open to wing. That's like, what is it, the bat wings? Remember that?
Bat wings.
Where you'd grab the side of your sack and stretch it out and make bat wings.
Ugh.
That
And
was
then
a
you
fun
see all
one.
the veins and stuff. Yeah.
There was that. Then there was elephant. You remember elephant?
Yeah. Mhm.
Take your pockets, turn them inside out, and then drop your penis out the zipper hole.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, we could do that. We'd have to a shooting seaman would have to be some sort of defense mechanism, or maybe you just come all over the airplanes and then that makes them
It
crash.
weighs
or
them
something.
down, clogs up the road. The what is it? Rudder? Does the plane have a rudder?
I don't know. I know nothing
the
about
engine,
planes.
the spinny part that makes it
The
go
engine?
zoom zoom.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that is pretty interesting. And there's nobody said anything about it.
So it happened. You know,
In New Mexico,
historically
area,
famous for
New Mexico, Arizona.
UFO thing.
Yeah,
Roswell,
yeah.
one of the most famous.
That whole area seems to be maybe just because it's so desolate. I don't know.
Desolate.
Desolate.
Wow.
That's what I was thinking of it now. I kind of like
Looking for group Desolus. Yeah, but I mean, aliens are real, so no big deal.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully, like more and more stuff. It doesn't, but that's the thing. Like more and more stuff happens, and it doesn't really seem to matter though,
Right?
because we don't have concrete proof. So it's just like all these
Yeah.
little things.
Yeah, my sister was in town this weekend, and we were watching the fools from Finding Bigfoot. We were watching a bunch of Finding Bigfoot clips. And
Bobo's still on?
Dude, Bobo. So his hair's starting to grow back out. 'Cause remember he was bald?
How is his
like
hair?
after
Did he
the
get
lobotomy?
Did he get hair transplant or
Well,
something?
it is coming back so wispy compared to what it used to be. It kind of looks like just kind of like black straw.
Poor guy.
But my favorite thing, they always, no matter if there's ever a sighting, and we watched one where they were in South Carolina, because you know those Bigfoot in South Carolina.
Where?
So they had the meeting of the minds at the Aiken Town Hall or the Aiken History Museum.
Okay.
But then they went to two places. One was down near Charleston, a coastal Bigfoot, and then they went up close to here.
Okay.
I can't remember exactly, but a little south of where we are. And so the guys telling the story like, yeah, I was delivering a paper and the lights on my truck turned, and then there he was with red eyes. So they always stick Bobo out there for scale. And watching Bobo walk out there now that a chunk of his brain is missing, it's just so sad. 'Cause he's just a shell of a man. And he just kind of meanders out there, and he's like, okay, I'm out here. And they're on the walkie-talkie, but are like literally 60 yards away, where you just have to be like this much louder and you could hear each other. And he's like, okay, I'm here. Tell me, I'm going to raise my hand. Tell me where to stop. My hand is its face. And then he gets to the point, and the guy's like, stop. I knew it. That's 8 feet. Sounds like you saw a big male squatch.
Oh
and he's
God.
just dead. He's just dead.
No
inside.
inflection whatsoever.
No. And he doesn't, his hands don't, like everything he does is slow.
So what's he do? He's just like memorizing a script at this point?
I think he must have it like written in the back of his eyelids
Yeah.
or something, like a few phrases that normal humans say.
Jesus Christ. I need to see. I will say walkies, they use them because they're cooler.
Yeah, walkies are fun.
Hey, use them. Hey.
People were picking on me at work because
10-4?
Doug gave me one the other day.
They're fun to
Jordan
use.
and
It's
Craig
cool.
were picking on me.
You feel like you're kind of covert.
I think that's what they were jealous.
Yeah, I think so. They were. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm so important. I need a walkie-talkie. I have information that needs to be relayed immediately.
Yeah, you're important. You do feel more important.
So that was a fun thing. Like on film sets, everybody's got one, but you're using it so much. Like there's constantly stuff going on. Is that you have the thing where you can't be wasting time like that. So you have the thing in your ear, and then a little thing hangs. Like you clip that to your shirt, and there's a little piece that you then pick up, press that, and talk into, and you feel really cool.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. But yeah, that's like a constant stream. That's just like entertainment at that point. It's always you're part of the. So you
Hear
don't
what's
feel
going
you don't
on.
feel as special though.
But I mean, it's it's efficient.
Yeah, it is efficient.
Bobo, he's always in there for scale. I think we should be doing that. So like people do bananas for scale.
Do Bobos.
Do Bobos for scale. Everyone just needs to keep a life-size Bobo with him at all the time.
He's large.
He's a big boy. Yeah, he
is he still as big?
He's not as round, but he's still as tall.
Yeah. He's probably like 6'4", 6'5".
He's up there. He's
squatchy. He's feeling a little squatchy.
And his hat's never on straight anymore. I'm guessing there's probably the dent in where they lobotomized him.
What happened to him?
He got lobotomized.
He didn't get lobotomized.
Why was his hair randomly gone, and all of a sudden he was acting like he was
First of
using...
all, that's not how you do a lobotomy. You go up the nose.
Not on Bobo.
You just...
Yeah, they went through the back of his head.
Maybe. So they never address what happens to him?
Why he's all of a sudden retarded? No, they never bring it up.
Maybe aliens came down and injected an extra chromosome in him.
Maybe. Something happened. The boy ain't right.
Maybe they thought he was Bigfoot.
I mean, he's the closest thing. Yeah, before we wrap up, too, there was another thing I had to ask you. Thomas sent me a couple would you rathers. We were on the way to dinner earlier. So we'll see what we think here. Would you rather eat someone's ass right after they had diarrhea? Or
if they had the tushy.
I think this is before they do any cleanup. Or eat your mom's used tampon.
Diarrhea ass.
Diarrhea ass. Gotta be, right?
It's
gotta be.
Gotta be. Easy. Ugh.
It's not gonna be easy, but
I'm
it's
saying,
gonna be better.
I'm not eating my mom's bloody tampon.
You don't like that?
No, I don't like that.
What part don't you like?
I don't know. The vaginal juices that are still on there, the blood of my mom. I don't know. All of that.
Okay. The blood of my mom, good metal band name.
Yeah.
Vaginal juices is probably one too.
That's pretty good.
Would you rather wake up to find all your teeth have been replaced with pubic hairs, or have your pubic hairs be replaced with millions of teeth?
Well, we just saw teeth. We just saw like the teratoma stuff where teeth are
Don't
everywhere.
talk about it.
You're gonna be more weirded out with teeth everywhere. So I feel like, oh god. Well, here's the thing though. You can remove the teeth from your pubic,
And you can
region,
still
though.
have a conversation.
Yeah, you're gonna.
You
have
gotta
to,
have teeth pubes.
Yeah, you do.
Millions of teeth is pubic hair. That's awful.
That's gonna be terrifying for a while. Oh, my
I'm
God.
killing myself.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd come back from this one.
You just look down. Oh, you look down there and you just see just a bunch of teeth around it. Mm.
Well, Tom said he said, I started to laugh out loud just thinking about looking down at my dick and nuts and imagining teeth being there. So Tom might just think it would be silly.
Yeah, he does. He wouldn't be grossed out at all. No, teeth in places they aren't supposed to be is
It's a bad thing.
It's weird, especially if they're inside your skin, just sitting there.
I don't like that.
They're part of you
I hate that.
where they shouldn't be.
You know what? Also, I don't like seeing hair where it doesn't belong.
Like where?
Like on like the sink or like on the counter, on a plate.
How do you before we wrap up? How do you feel about this? Don't look.
Okay.
I gotta remember the name.
Randy.
Okay.
Would you rather be Randy Quaid or Dennis Quaid?
Dennis. Does this weird you out at all?
No.
I hate it.
What? Holes?
Mm-hmm.
You have that thing? Trypophobia?
Yes.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
What weird you out about? I mean, I don't like
my
that because
God.
that's just like on a person.
Look at that.
Yeah, see, now that's just gross. But like a beehive? No, not at all. Does the
I
beehive
guess,
bother you?
I don't know. I guess when they put it on people.
Yeah, on people it's awful. Like that's
oh
just
my God.
Yeah, that's awful.
Oh my God.
But how about the pancake batter? Did that bother you?
No, not.
No, go up.
Like that?
Yeah.
No, that doesn't.
Yeah,
I guess
see, it's just
I
when-
guess it's just people.
when something
It's
about a
every
person's
time,
not
Every
right.
time I see it, like they throw people's skin in there, like this, like this.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Ugh.
That's
I don't
horrible.
want to
I
look
don't
at
wanna
that.
look
All right,
at
we're
that.
done with that. We're not looking at that.
But yeah, some people are just scared of holes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like holes in people unless it's holes that are meant to be there.
Yeah, those are good holes.
Nostrils, ears,
buttholes.
Buttholes are cool.
Vaginas.
Oh my gosh. Pee-pee holes.
Yeah, that's a hole.
It would suck not to have a pee-pee hole.
No, you die. You blow up. You explode.
Pop
Come
like
out
a
your mouth.
balloon.
Pee out your mouth.
You ever peed out of your mouth?
I vomited.
Vomited pee?
Yeah. Leaky bladder. Where does it go? Who knows?
Your butt. Pools in your butt. Butt pools. Good metal name, huh?
Butt pools, yeah. Pool of blood. Blood.
Pool of blood.
Paul Blurt.
Paul Blart, mall raper.
He definitely raped people.
It's that's on one of the streamings right now. I almost watched it last
Paul
night.
Blart.
I think it's on Netflix.
All right.
You got anything else? Nothing else.
Nothing else. I'm all full up.
All full up. All
All
right.
tapped out.
Okay. Full up. I mean, take your pick. You full up or you tapped out?
Tapped out.
Okay.
Shirt.
I'm all
t-shirt,
fulled
tapped
up.
out.
Affliction.
Affliction. Ed Hardy.
Shouts out Affliction and all the domestic violence perpetrators that wear that clothing.
Wow.
Shouts out Tom. Miss you, buddy. Thanks for sending stuff. And to Banks.
Yeah.
That was nice as well.
Yeah, 2 things. Thanks, man.
Double Trouble Banks over there. And shouts out from a couple weeks ago. So we've joked about it before. We just do this to have fun and lose money every month. So it's like really cool when people bought the shirts.
Oh, yeah.
Like stuff like that. Well, then I got a Snapchat a couple weeks ago. I don't remember which episode. From Preston. It's like, hey, man, really funny episode. I laughed a lot. So little stuff like that means the world.
Oh, yeah. It's so
nice to get a little feedback.
Yeah, it's cool. And we see people wearing our shirts sometimes now. That's cool.
So shouts out Preston. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks, man.
Shouts out you. Enjoyed our little date tonight. That was fun.
Thanks. Me
Watching
too.
you breathe heavy.
Yeah, I was struggling. I wish you would have struggled more with me, but that's okay.
Well, I was with you, just wasn't struggling. Really. Struggling. But you know, if frogs had pockets, they'd carry rocks and throw at snakes.
That's a good point. Yeah, it's true.
Shouts out him. And shouts out you guys. Email us to greyboys@gmail.com. Send us stuff on social media.
Yeah. All right, shouts out to aliens, I guess. Phallic aliens. Shouts out to death metal and how it's saving lives across the world, really.
Lives in pain.
Yeah, lives in pain. Gregory.
Speaking of death metal.
Shouts out to you.
Thanks,
obviously. Man. I enjoyed it as well. Shouts out to Ryan as well for the Tushy
100%.
thing.
My life is forever changed.
Glad we got to see you squirt water in your butthole on here. That was nice. Yeah, and shouts out to Tom Banks. Yeah, guys, send us in stuff. We obviously enjoy it. I really would like to hear some death metal band names.
Yeah, that'd
if
be
you
funny.
got any. That'd be really fun to kind of go through. But yeah, that's it. Shouts out to what's around March.
Shouts out March.
Shouts out March.
Do you think Tom Banks is a really good actor?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he could do some stuff.
He was in Forrest Gump.
He only does monologues, though.
Only monologues?
Uh-huh.
Oh, man, here comes another Tom Banks monologue. It's going to be a good one.
It's his thing. Could be good. All right, guys. Well, thanks for listening. Subscribe, follow, share. Talk about it. Hey, just talk about it.
Talk about the Greyboys. Dak and Rory.
Yeah. Well,
Bye.
see you guys.